All right, thank you for joining. Today we'll go over Nvidia, NVDIA on NASDAQ, right? As you can see here on the chart, I do have a fixed range volume profile tool pulled from the lows, very important lows, which took price to break the previous all-time highs. And now we are in a very strong bullish uptrend to the upside, with the anchored VWAP coming down at around $205, which is just the average volume weighted average price, right? This is always just a good area to potentially enter a trade when looking for a long or a short. Right now, since the market is bullish, this is what I'll use to anticipate the next time to enter a long, right? The thing is, we are in this very strong bullish uptrend. So with this swing low being created, there's a very big chance we do not come back and revisit these lows and we just impulse higher. But if we do come down to revisit those lows, we do have a very interesting fair value gap right here, right? It's a daily fair value gap deep in the discount. And then we also have a daily demand zone right down there too as well, right around the $200 mark. Which means if we do get price to come back down to this area, we will have a very strong confluence, high confluence area, right? We'll have the fair value gap, anchored VWAP. If price comes down a little bit more into the daily demand zone, and then we didn't even pull any fibs yet. Let's go ahead and pull some fibs from the low to the recent high. It already has bounced off the 618. Next area would be the .75. And it would be nice for price to come down first to hit this level, kind of like a 1, 2, 3, before making another run to the all-time highs, right? Will it do so? We don't really know, but that would be a nice price action to then join in or add to your trades, my trades, not financial advice, and aim higher, right? It's kind of in no man's land right now. We are between two very key areas, right? We're back in a discount, which is always nice, which means there's not too many areas I would really look to long unless we get a little bit more of a push down. So maybe this 117 area, but in my opinion, I'd love for price to come down, take some liquidity, fair value gap, anchored VWAP to really hold up price at around the $205 level to then continue to move price higher. So this one's just a trade I would not really be in at the moment. Just patient, watch how it plays out over the next week or two. I would prefer lower prices first before we impulse higher. And it might happen. It might happen. We just have to see how things go and play out over the next few days, right? So we did take liquidity, of course, from this 227 high. Close back below, one time frame into the downside. Pretty bearish on a daily right now in terms of this week. Overall, obviously we're still in a very bullish uptrend, but locally we're definitely more bearish. And this is actually the 4-hour candle, so more bearish locally for sure. Daily, as you can see, still very bullish. And we closed here, so keep that in mind. Where there's also another fair value gap coming in here. On the daily time frame, and that's exactly where price has reached, right? And as you can see, look at that. We are reacting off that level pretty much exactly. Let's jump down to the 5-minute. You can see the respect of these levels. That's why they're so serious. We already have a slight market structure shift, obviously on the way lower time frames. 5 minutes kind of getting there. Inverted fair value gap. This would be a very interesting area to see if it holds at New York Open, in my opinion, to possibly do a scalp long. But like I said, I would prefer lower prices, but I would not be surprised if we do get a nice reaction here and just continue pumping to the upside. So that's pretty much it with Nvidia. My preferred entry to go long would be $205. We could possibly bounce here at 221 at the daily fair value gap. Target new all-time highs, of course. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for joining. Like and subscribe. And leave a comment below of a project you'd like to see me chart. And until next time, take care.